8:10 on a Friday now then. Can a step family ever be a happy family? A new study paints a pretty bleak picture, actually.
Yes, 1 in 3 people in the UK are now a step-parent, step-child or step-sibling, so involved in a step-family in some way. And 1 in 4 step-parents admit they compete with the biological parents at Christmas and birthdays.
And the pressures can be intense, with 1 in 5 step-parents saying their step-kids have almost caused their new relationship to break up.
So, can step-families ever make it work?
Back in the day when divorce was rare, stepmothers were portrayed as wicked, witchy types. But nowadays, step-parents and siblings are everywhere, from royals to celebrities to storylines in our favourite soaps. Even Bond is a stepdad when he's at home being Daniel. Blended families may be the norm, but dealing with the difficulties of raising stepchildren takes a change in attitude. Chris Buck took on 4 stepchildren.
I knew what I was getting involved in, and I always wanted to have a family. There you go, my dream came true overnight, if you will. You change your life, you have children, you look after the kids, that's it, end of.
So can the myth of the evil step-parent be laid to rest? Not entirely. A quarter of all step-parents still believe their new families see them as wicked.
Well, joining us now is Samantha Rick, who left her life in London to become a housewife in rural France to her husband and his 3 children, and psychologist Donna Dawson. Good to see you both.
Thank you.
So what was that like for you, Samantha?
I can honestly say, Aled, it was the most difficult role I've ever had to play in my life. I was 36. I was loved up. I was, the kind of hormones were rushing around my body, and I just fell headlong into this romance, this French guy. And I thought, I'll move to France. And he's got 3 kids. Oh, but they'll like me. It'll be great. And it was an absolute nightmare. It was a nightmare for them, and it was a nightmare for me.
In what way?
Because there are hundreds and hundreds of books on parenting, on having a child, on being pregnant, on what to do, what to expect. There is nothing out there on the market about what to do when you're a stepmom, and how successful step families, blended families can live and operate together in harmony. That there's nothing like that. And the problem is, people think of us stepmoms as a wrecking ball. We come into this relationship, but in my opinion, it's often already flawed anyway, because otherwise the parents would still be together. And actually, we end up being the kicking ball. We end up being,
right.
We're the ones
who
take all the hits, to be honest.
Did you ever think of bailing out?
Oh, all the time. My mum will tell you. Every week I was on the phone in tears. I can't do this anymore. It was really, really hard. And also, when you're in an office, you're the boss and you can talk with people. When you're with your friends, you can talk logically with people. When there are exes involved and the feelings are running high, they don't want to talk to you. They don't want to know you. A 10-year-old boy, which is how old my stepson was at the time, he didn't care who I'd worked with or what I'd done before in my life. He just wanted someone to make him meals every night. He lived with us 1 week in 2. He just wanted to know.
Could you understand that, though, that from his perspective, he wanted you to do that for him? That's probably his way of feeling loved and reacting to you.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, at first it was very difficult because we were 2 strangers. The only thing we had in common was his dad. But, we obviously got to know each other and grew to like each other, thankfully.
Yeah. Okay, and it's good, it's better now.
Yeah, and it's turned full circle.
So, is this a story you've heard before, Donna, then?
Oh, yes, I have. And although there are books out there, I think Samantha's probably making a good point. They don't specifically tell you how to deal with your situation, the age of your children, their experience, the interaction of the different people. And often they will say something which sounds terribly idealistic, like everybody should sit round the table and talk. Yeah. Well, as you say, feelings are running high. People don't want to see each other. Ex-partners don't want to be in the same room with their partners. But I think if you go into this situation with your eyes open, take a step back and say, this is not going to be an ideal family situation. It's going to range from awkward to maybe traumatic. And try and put yourself in the kid's situation. They didn't choose any of this. You're in the throes of a new relationship, highly charged, it's a new love affair. These kids have seen the end of their relationship with their 2 parents, and now suddenly they're forced into a strange situation with a strange person. So they're going to overact.
Quick tip then, what's the best way to go into it?
With a lot of patience, with a lot of listening skills, keeping the door open to communication, know that the kids are going to act up, they're going to use you as a wrecking ball, they can't help it, they've got no place else to put the guilt, the confusion, the resentment, know that time is on your side. The biggest thing I think is to be there, to be reliable, trustworthy, showing that you care. You're never going to replace their parent, you don't want to. You want to be a friend, but a friend that sets boundaries. Don't look for an idealized situation, look for normal. Normal is routine, normal is rules and boundaries.